Thanks for watching Battle of the Brains, an academic quiz bowl on CBS 6, featuring some of Virginia's brightest minds. I'm Mary Morris, CEO of Virginia 529. Your kids may be growing fast, but college tuition is likely growing even faster. Learn how you can save on your taxes and plan for your child's educational future at virginia529.com. Open a Virginia 529 account online today and start saving. It's never too early or too late. It's time for another exciting episode of Battle of the Brains.
Central Virginia's longest-running high school academic quiz show. Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan. And now, host Cheryl Miller.
Hello and good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here for Battle of the Brains. I'm Cheryl Miller. Today's teams are competing in round one of our new season. As with a lot of things these days, we have had to make some changes to the way our academic challenge is played due to the pandemic situation. Our competition still welcomes teams from schools all across the Commonwealth of Virginia, but they're joining us remotely. Today's teams are the Titans of Trinity Episcopal School, coached by Pauline Crowling. You'll find Trinity Episcopal School just south of the James River in the city of Richmond. It's a private liberal arts high school serving about 500 students and was Richmond's first international baccalaureate school. Also with us remotely today, the Monarchs of Meadowbrook High School, coached by Belinda Henriquez. Meadowbrook High School is in the Chesterfield County School District. The school is home to the International Baccalaureate Program and the Academy for Developing Entrepreneurs. It's so great to have all of these students joining us remotely today. We'll meet them a little bit later. Since we can't all be together here in our studio, here's how our gameplay has changed. We will have toss-up rounds with questions directed to each team. The first answer from a team is the accepted answer. Players will answer by raising their hands. We also this year have Virginia-based video questions from the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch. All right, teams, good to have you here. Let's start our first toss-up round. The first question goes to Trinity Episcopal School. Name the world's largest marsupial carnivore, threatened with extinction and found only in the wild on an island south of Australia. Colin.
Kangaroo?
That is incorrect. We were looking for Tasmanian devil. Meadowbrook, it lies in the western Pacific Ocean at 36,201 feet deep. What is the lowest point on Earth? Sam.
The Mariana Trench.
That is correct. It would be called specifically Challenger Deep. Trinity Episcopal School. What specific quadrilateral has only one pair of parallel opposite sides? Leal.
A parallelogram?
That would be the trapezoid. Meadowbrook, flying 187 miles high on a trip lasting 108 minutes aboard Vostok 1, name this man who became the first human in space. That was Russia's Yuri Gagarin. Trinity Episcopal, stretching for over 100 miles on the western edge of the Sinai Peninsula, what waterway was built in the 1860s to connect the Mediterranean and Red Seas? Mitchell.
I don't know.
All right, no answer. That would be the Suez Canal. Meadowbrook High School. The famous 1754 cartoon depicting a divided snake with the caption "Join or Die" appeared in a newspaper owned by whom? That would be Benjamin Franklin. Trinity Episcopal, please watch the screen and listen closely. Here is your video question from a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch.
Located in Chesterfield County, Virginia's largest state park is named for which indigenous princess?
Leal.
Pocahontas State Park?
That is correct, Pocahontas. Meadowbrook, in the standard tuning of a 5-string banjo, what chord is played when all of the strings are strummed without fingering a note? That would be the key of G. Trinity, you may need your paper and pencil for this one. The sum of 4 consecutive even integers is 68. What is the value of the smallest one? Bachelor.
12.
It's actually 14. Meadowbrook. Nitrogen makes up about 78% of the Earth's atmosphere. Which gas necessary for human survival makes up 21%? Janice.
Oxygen.
That is correct. Trinity. In Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, which character, whose conversation is largely puns and plays on words, is often seen weeping? Leal.
The Mad Hatter.
It would be the Mock Turtle. Meadowbrook. It is the force that drives the sun and the stars. Name this process that creates energy by smashing atoms together instead of splitting them. Sam.
Binary fission.
No, it's actually fusion. And that buzzer means our first toss-up round is over, but a lot more questions still ahead. Good job by our team so far, though. Up next, we'll introduce you to today's players, and then they'll take on the category round. So stay here for much more on Battle of the Brains.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan.
Here are the scores following the first toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains. The team from Trinity Episcopal School with 10 points. Our team from Meadowbrook High School with 20 points. And we'll get back to our match just ahead, but first we want to introduce you to today's players. First, let's meet our team from Trinity Episcopal School. The Titans are coached by Pauline Croling. First up is Leal El Ayubi, who is a junior. She aspires towards a profession in the humanities. She enjoys running cross country, playing the viola, writing, and speaking French. Next up is our team captain, Bachelor Burt, who is a senior who would like to continue working in the music field, including performing and production. He plays drums and guitar. He likes spending time with his friends and playing sports. He's been playing lacrosse for about 5 years now. Next up is Colin Edsel, who is a junior. His interests include basketball, soccer, and playing video games. He's interested in a career in information technology. And wrapping up our team from Trinity Episcopal, Mitchell Kugelman, who is a junior. He plans to study business and finance. His favorite subject is math. He hopes to play golf in the spring, and he's currently the goalie for the Trinity varsity soccer team. Welcome to our team from Trinity Episcopal School. Good to have you here. Now let's meet our team today from Meadowbrook High School. They are the Monarchs. Their coach is Belinda Henriquez. First up on our team is Sam Cook. Sam is a junior. His hobbies include drawing, camping with the Boy Scouts of America. He likes school, sarcasm, and making his friends laugh. He says nature is a truly wonderful thing. Next up is our team captain, Grace Davis. Grace is a junior in Meadowbrook's IB program. She likes to dance and listen to music. She's a Girl Scout and wants to be either a French or a science teacher. Next up is James Sonikin, who is a junior. He wants to be a cardiothoracic surgeon. He's currently in the debate club and enjoys basketball. And wrapping up our team from Meadowbrook High School, Janice Jeffries. Janice is a junior who's in the Beta Club. She writes poetry and would like to pursue a career in immigration law. And great to have all these students with us here today as well. Now it's time for our category round, where each of our teams will select one 10-question category from today's choices. If the team gets all of its questions correct in the allotted time, they'll get a 20-point bonus. Teams, take a look here at today's categories from which you may choose. They are Geographic Sites, U.S. Currency, and Human Organ Systems. And we do note that in this round, only the captains can officially answer for the team, though they may confer with their teammates to try to come up with the correct answers. The high score team gets first choice of category. That is Meadowbrook High School. So Grace, I see you're talking it over with your team. Let me know what category you would like to play. Okay, Grace, unmute your microphone, and I need an answer, please.
We're going to do Geographic Sites.
All right, Geographic Sites. Identify the country in which each of the following is located. The first is Chichen Itza.
Mexico?
Correct. Pompeii.
Italy.
Correct. Taj Mahal.
India.
Correct. Pamplona.
Pass. Pass.
That's in Spain. Stonehenge.
England.
England is correct. The Acropolis.
Greece. Greece.
Correct. Innsbruck.
Innsbruck. Scotland.
It's in Austria. The Hagia Sophia.
Oh. Turkey. Turkey.
Turkey is correct. St. Basil's Cathedral.
Russia. Russia. Russia.
That is correct. And finally, Mecca.
No.
And that is in Saudi Arabia. Good job on your category for our team from Meadowbrook. Now for Trinity Episcopal School, it will either be U.S. currency or human organ systems. Bachelor, what would you and your team like to play?
We choose organ systems.
Human organ systems? Okay.
Yep.
Identify the organ system of the human body represented by each of the following organs. The first is bones and tendons.
The skeletal system.
Correct. Thyroid and pancreas.
The digestive system.
That would be endocrine. Testes and ovaries.
The reproductive system.
Correct. Brain and spinal cord.
The nervous system.
Correct. Epithelial cells and melanin.
Integumentary system.
That is correct. Or skin. Nose and trachea.
The respiratory system.
Correct. Heart and blood vessels.
The cardiovascular system.
That would be circulatory. Large intestine and esophagus.
The digestive system.
Correct. Kidneys and bladder.
The urinary system.
That is correct. Or excretory. And finally, biceps and quadriceps.
The muscular system.
That is correct. Good job on that category as well by our team from Trinity Episcopal School. Coming up next, we'll have another toss-up round when we continue here on Battle of the Brains. Stay with us.